Hey now, you silly little sons of bitches. How you doing today? I got a very good question for you. Now, who is the originator of this current style of rap? Riff Raff or Stitches? Because people ain't giving the props where they actually do, and I'm not saying anything. I'm saying, if you look back at everything about Stitches and Riff Raff is, about 3 years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, is exactly what all the current, 6ix9ine and Xxxtentacion, rest in peace, and all the other people like that. The sound, the current sound, I guess, Lil Pump, I guess, any of them really. But if you listen to any of them, you're gonna hear. How about this? How about I go for the visual real quick? Million face tats, crazy hairdo. We're going with Stitches first. Weird face tats is random. Guns waving around in the music video. Grilled out teeth. Drugs. And using the drugs, might add, as opposed to selling them. And now let's go over to the Riff Raff angle, and we're going to go with colorful hair. Colorful long hair that looks like, dreads or whatever, like they got a lot of them these days. And we're going to go with sharp grill. Crazy sharp grill. We're going to go with designer clothes, because he actually would have, the Dolce & Gabbana, much like his song. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. He was a regular dude. He's not extreme like a lot of the guys these days in their styles. None of these guys were actually respectful in that way. But now we'll go to the sound, and we go over to Stitches, and the screaming is the most obvious thing, and the trapped out beats are the secondarily most obvious thing that we're going to talk about. Those are obvious right there as to what people are doing these days, and then pulling in a light amount of auto-tune later on in the shit. Fucking same thing. Excuse my language. Now let's go to Riff Raff. Same fucking thing. The sound is the same, and using interesting words and things like that. Well, some people tend to do that these days. If you paid attention and looked into it. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing, and the beats, obviously. This is the points that I just want to make. Is let's give props where props are due, and Stitches and Riff Raff started the current sound that the 6ix9ines and all these guys have. Just notice this. If you don't notice that, then you're not paying attention.